competition. You know that we have the competition. So you can see I have successfully downloaded the data. Now I want to open the Kaggle environment and I want to fetch out all the train CSV test and the sample submission file and want to store here train name, test and submission. Now I want to click them. I have successfully loaded all this file. You can see here. Sample dataset. All the sample datasets are there. Inside the data, you can see the three files are there because I give the name data. So once you have successfully loaded the data, now go back to there. Now I want to load the data set from this data. And I can also load data from this one. Google Colab. So how we can load the data from Google Colab? So like import, you know very well, pandas spd, and raw df. It will automatically understood your code and it will automatically help to the file name here, the test csv.zip. So we have to add the extension zip. Now I want to try to run this code. Very nice. I have successfully loaded this data from Kaggle. Kaggle in competition in your work, we have the data set, Quora Insincere, and inside this one we have the data. This is the data. So you can see also the analysis on the right hand side. It will also create the chart. Categorical analysis are there, like time series data, and you can also create the table. But now it depends on you which format you want to change. So whenever you load this data, so it will be shown into this manner. Very nice. So I have successfully loaded the data, text data from CSV. If I want to check the complete, so the data is there. Total you can see 13 lakh 6,121. Now read it. And read train data set. So I want to load the data. You can see it will automatically suggest target value 0, dot questions, the target value 000, the questions text. I want to load the value question text from starting 10 record, 10 questions, 1 to 10. Then similar, insincere, this one, I want to discuss the one, and the text value is 10. So raw df dot target value count. Normalize true. So the Google Colab ID is very advanced. It will automatically suggest and automatically help when we are working with some data. So inside this one, this data, I have successfully check out how many text are 0, target, so 1 and 0. Now if I want to ready the chart, raw df target value count, and the normalized true. So when you run this, so it will successfully, so 0 value is more, 1 value is less. So similar, I want to load the data, loading data set. Now I want to load the test data set. So test df pd dot read, and firstly to ensure, so test fname, then test df. You can see I have also successfully loaded the data. Now I want to load the sample data. How you can work with sample data or the sub data? It will automatically load all the data set. You can see it is very effective work and very useful work in NLP. Like we are directly fetch the data from Kaggle to the Google Colab, and now we can also predict the value. And predictions value count. So all the values are 0, no value is 1 into this data set. So now I want to create some working sample. Like if is Kegel, like if the environment is set of the Kegel, so I want to calculate the sample size length of raw data. Else, sample size, and we can also complete the sample data sample the random state 42. You can see I have successfully fetch out and load the sample data in Google Colab with the help of Kaggle. Want to ready the text preprocessing technique. So if I'm talking about in text preprocessing technique, so I want to ready the first question like Q0 and sincere DF. The text value is 1, where the target value is 1. So you can see it will provide the one sentence. Do you have an adopted dog? How would you encourage people to adapt and not adopt? If I want to take the second question, the raw DF, so raw DF target value is 0. You can see has the United States become the largest dictatorship in the world. So again I have fetch out the two data, one from the raw DF. We know very well what is a sample DF, what is test DF, and what is raw DF. Now the question is that to perform the tokenization technique in NLP. So we are waiting for this kind of the process. So the NLTK. Now you can see I have successfully added one image, tokenization, split document into word and separator. Like you can see, this is the first step in the NLP pipeline. So this is the first step in the NLP pipeline. So it will separate and it will split all the word into the token.